Hey, welcome back. Well, actually, to us, it's welcome back.
Spent the half hour trying to get that going.
Yeah,
We're here.
once again, it wouldn't be an episode of Double D's without technical difficulties. And this time, it wasn't sound; it was video. And we came this close to just saying screw it and recording without video. But Doug stuck with it, and through perseverance and the experience that can come only with age, we were able to prevail.
Another fucking old joke.
Wouldn't be an episode of Double D's without that either. Just gonna move the knife further down the table.
Yeah. You know. So, special guest.
Special guest, welcome. After 25 episodes, my lovely wife, Nat, has decided to join us so that she could make us both feel really stupid. That's the only way I could get her to come on the show. I was like, you can make me look dumb. She said it. What'd you say?
I don't know.
I set you up for a joke, and you were supposed to say it wouldn't be that hard.
Oh, sorry.
Zing. That's what she
Am I
said.
supposed to look at it?
Only if you want to. I look at it
Okay.
all the time.
Yeah.
I look at Doug's reactions because he always makes faces at me. There was one time I was talking, and he was just in the back like,
Well, you're not looking at me, so.
well, I am looking at you, though. It's like looking in a mirror.
this behind the kid's back?
Basically, yeah. Like when our kids are being shitheads and we're just looking at each other like we're so mad when their backs are turned, we're just like little shit. Oh, another episode where we thought we weren't going to swear, and
You're not supposed to swear?
me and Doug
We've
have a
been trying
challenge.
Now too.
Oh.
We want to try and record an episode where we at least go a long time without swearing,
Mm.
I think
or
the furthest we got was 86 seconds.
86.
Oh.
That's what we're trying
Well,
to
then.
break. But we just keep fucking it up. Sorry, everybody.
But anyways, so special episode. What are we doing?
Special episode. Well, the first thing we have to do is ask ourselves,
What's in the fridge?
what's in the fridge? We got something special in the fridge.
To the fridge.
Well, it's not that special. Actually, it's the theme of the fridge.
There's 3 fridges up here.
It's a Coors. Well, he's got a beer fridge. That's
That's a
Coors.
wine fridge.
Oh, okay.
That's
It's a
set for
Coors
white
Light
wine.
beer fridge.
That one's set for white wine, but we don't really drink white wine, so it mostly has like Caesar X and stuff in there.
So, I don't remember if we discussed it live
No.
or if we talked about it after, but we came up with an idea for a fun segment called If You're Dumb, You're Drunk, where essentially we'll be asked still skill testing questions by our lovely co-host here. And if we get them wrong, then it's shot glasses of good old Coors Light.
Because we have to work tomorrow.
Yes. We're not trying to destroy our livers and or get fired. So it's a 3-drink minimum, maximum.
How much do you guys usually have?
Well, we split
2 tall boys.
Sometimes we'll split 3 on a long night.
All right.
But
So
this
we're
will be-
drinking Coors Light. Coors Light.
Coors Light, sponsored by Coors
Where'd
Light.
you get those
The
again?
mountains don't get blue
Somebody gave
anymore.
them to you.
They don't. It's kind of
Oh.
sad. I think it was poisoning people. They lost a lot of people. So in the tradition of when we had the Christmas mug on here that I got from school for what's it called? I'll just stop talking so we can enjoy that for a moment.
Excuse
Gotta
me.
clean it up now.
So before Doug messed himself, yes, in the tradition of the Secret Santa, where I got my arguably could be construed as offensive mug, I got this for what's called February Friends from somebody who completely forgot about
It's
me
not
the entire
offensive.
week.
It's offensive if you don't use it. That's what I think.
That was the
that's
question we were
interesting.
asking, though.
Well,
Is it offensive if you have it and don't use it because you're worried you'll offend somebody? Or is it offensive because you use it and somebody could perceive
You
it
don't
as
want to
offensive?
use it because you don't think Santa Claus could be black?
No, I wanted to figure out if it was offensive to use it
Because
or
you're
not
white?
use it. Because I'm white and I don't know if it was given to me by somebody who isn't, or if they gave it to me because they wanted to see what I would do. Would I use it at work? Oh, sorry, TikTok, you're just looking at the damn ceiling. You're the
Well,
neglected.
You wouldn't use it at work because you just don't use that at work.
Well, no, who uses a Christmas mug all year round?
Yeah.
Crazy people. People who have 9 cats. I only have 1.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna pour my first shot here.
In our
What
special-
inspired
in our
you to have
special
this
skull
quiz?
shots?
What inspired the quiz show?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the idea it wasn't a drinking game. It was just I thought it would be fun to do like Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And
Because of the TikToks I watched.
partially that, and because sometimes when you watch videos about people, they're asking questions about geography, like name what is it? There's all kinds of them.
Yeah.
Just going up to random people in the street and asking.
What's the
questions.
capital of Canada? I watched a video today, and there must have been 15 people that didn't know what the
The guy
capital
gives
of
them
Canada.
like every time somebody gets it wrong.
Yeah, they get more
gets
money.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I was like, yeah, I don't know.
Most people say Montreal
Or Toronto.
Yeah, so Doug and I talked about the segment, and we thought it would be a fun idea. And then I messaged him later that night, and I'm like, I got a funny name for that segment. If you're dumb, you're drunk. Because if you keep getting answers wrong, you have to keep drinking. Now, this would be more fun to do with a bunch of like stupid 20-year-olds who can drink until they're...
I got a new whiskey, Wolf Head there. It's a cinnamon whiskey. We could do with that.
Ooh, well, okay, I'll tell you what
It would be. I couldn't go to work tomorrow.
Well, we could do one shot of it.
I plan on losing.
The only time we've done more than one shot of anything was that peanut butter thing.
Oh, the peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah, that was really good. So maybe we'll do a shot of that at the end of the game, just to add insult to injury. So cheers, the first round of If You're Dumb, You're Drunk.
So you want to do 1-on-1, right?
I think that would be fair.
Okay. Should we pick? Do you want to be able to pick your category? Or should I just do categories?
Just go through them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So the first category is grammar and spelling.
Oh, God. I'm drinking.
We're starting at grade
Another
1.
can, Doug.
Have you
We're starting at
There you
grade 1. How do you spell the contraction of the words will not?
I don't even know what the fuck that means. There, I'll just fuck it.
Danielson?
WONT.
WONT.
That's technically wrong.
What? Really?
WONT?
For won't? For will not.
You're missing something.
WON apostrophe T?
Yeah.
I'll still drink.
Should I keep track? Like score?
The cans are the score.
Okay.
He who finishes his 3 beers first loses. Although Doug might be like, "Oh wow, you're pouring to the rim." Are you?
Sure.
Oh no, you're not. It's just optical illusion. All right, here we go. Question 2. This is
I'm a
my
little
thing.
bit above the. Anyways.
All right, Dan.
All right, here we go.
Grade 1, grammar, spelling.
Grade 1 grammar.
Bob's shirt is green. Which word is the adjective?
I'm drinking again.
Bob's shirt is green.
green.
What is the yes? That is correct.
I know grade 1 grammar, Doug.
I drink them, right?
You
got it right.
yes.
Oh yeah. This is fun.
Grade 1 grammar.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a long time since I was in grade 1.
And technically, you work in a school, so you're exposed to a lot more.
I
Yeah.
do, but Doug works with alcohol all day, so he understands how to drink it without getting drunk.
Okay. Doug, how do you spell the word defined as an instrument you use to observe space? Or let's go with what is the instrument to observe space called?
What is the instrument?
Used to observe space.
Like a telescope?
Yes. Correct.
I didn't have to spell it.
There you go. That's the first half of the question done.
Do you want to spell it
No.
for extra points?
For extra points.
Well, you did the first half. Now you got to do the second half. I'm not drinking half a shot.
You can spell it either.
Telescope?
Telescope.
It's Doug's turn.
I put the drink down.
Tele. TELESCOPE.
Perfect.
Salute. If you're dumb, you're drunk.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
All right, Dan. Where do the commas belong in this date sequence? Tuesday, April 24th, 2001.
After the day and before the year.
So,
Tuesday, comma, April, whatever, comma, 2000 thing.
correct.
Drink. I know how to.
So that was
Put
grade
the-
2.
Oh, I have graduated. I am the smartest
moving on
man
up.
alive.
Okay, go.
All right. Rewrite this sentence in the past tense. She drinks juice. Past tense of that.
She drank juice.
Yes.
He drank beer.
Correct.
Oh,
Damn.
It's weird drinking out of these little skull heads.
it is, but it's what we got to do. I'm just gonna move this. Here's my skull head. There are ladybugs all over.
Yeah, I
the
think
place.
it's the same one over and over.
No, there's two. There's two
Oh,
over there
there's-
now.
There's a many.
There's one there, and there's one over there.
Oh, yeah, that one's
They're multiplying. They're fucking like rabbits.
They're everywhere. They're in the light over there.
Um,
They're everywhere.
yeah, they're on our windows.
Where's Jackson? He eats these fucking things.
Well, he doesn't. He's
I know,
scared
but-
of them.
Christmas vacation.
What?
He's scared of them.
Don't you remember when there's a squirrel?
Nobody remembers
What?
movies like you do.
What, the one that goes, the one?
Yeah, and he's like, "Where's Eddie? He eats these fucking things." Sorry, is that?
Okay, it's your turn.
It's my turn. Okay.
Spell the word defined as another way to say the most angry.
So angriest,
Yes. How would you spell that?
angriest, Angriest.
Wow, I'm impressed.
I'm smarter than a second grader.
That
Drink
was third.
third. Damn.
All right. Now we're going to 4th grade.
This is dangerous. Dangerous. If you're dumb, you're drunk.
Do we have to like say what grades they are? Because that really makes me look stupid.
It works. It's good.
Okay. Is this sentence about permission or ability? Can you play the drums?
Is it about permission or ability?
Can you play the drums?
When you say it like that, it's
Can you play the drums?
what were the two options? Again?
Permission
Or
or
ability?
Ability.
Correct. May I play the drums would ask for permission.
What if you want them to play the drums? Can you play the drums?
Will you play the drums? Drinking time. Well done, Doug. Will you drink the beer?
Yes.
Ready, Dan?
I'm ready.
Identify the prepositional phrase in this sentence. I like the movie about the pirates. Identify the prepositional phrase in this sentence. I like the movie about the pirates.
The prepositional phrase
Mm-hmm. I don't know that I would know this either.
This
about
is
the
grade
pirate.
5?
Yes.
Drink.
That was grade 4.
Grade 4. Grade 4.
Okay, now we're on to grade 5.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You know what? My advantage ends with grade 7, right?
My advantage ended already.
Oh.
All right, Doug. What is the root word of the word indecision?
The root word of indecision. Decisive? I guess it shouldn't be.
Coors, if you're dumb, you're drunk.
What is the root word of... I have no idea.
I'm going to say decision. And I shall drink too.
Decide.
Decide.
Mm.
Finish spelling the word that completes this sentence.
Okay.
The detective will in blank the crime.
Finish spelling that?
Yeah.
VES Tigate.
Wow, I'm impressed with your spelling.
Thank you.
Not that good. I've edited your stuff before. It's terrible.
That's stuff that I've like written in Fury. I've written it in Fury, and I haven't necessarily read over it and corrected it.
All right, my favorite subject.
Oh, the geography. Here we go.
Okay, this is grade 1.
Grade 1 geography.
What is the opposite of east?
West.
Yes.
I started thinking it's a trick question.
Can't believe
Gonna get it wrong.
I have to drink for that one. Oh.
All right, Dan.
All right.
What kind of landform is made primarily of ice?
Glacier.
Yes. Grade 2.
Oh, there's a word I learned in school the other day.
So you're still going to school.
Yeah. I learned stuff, and it's like they never talked about this when I was in school. And it was glaciate or something like that. And it was a term for when a bunch of ice builds up and the ice shifts and it causes the land underneath to shift. It's called glaciating.
Glaciate?
I don't know if it's glaciating, but it was a term that had glacier in it. And the kids were asked the question, and they kept saying glacier over and over again, and that wasn't it. It was glaciation or something like that. Yeah.
All right. Grade 2 geography.
Ready for this?
Sure.
The state of Hawaii is surrounded by what ocean?
Pacific.
Yes.
My uncle lives in Hawaii.
What is considered...
My buddy just took a cruise there, and he's actually in the Pacific right now on the cruise ship on his way back.
Right, Dan?
I was going to drink just
because out of habit.
Let me see what I can do for you. This is not a good subject for me, so we'll see.
What is considered the most popular landmark in the U.S.?
The most popular landmark. Shit. That's going to be either the Statue of Liberty or the Washington Monument.
Well, you can only pick one.
Statue of Liberty.
Yes. I'm surprised.
nice.
My wife thinks I'm fucking stupid.
Have you ever seen the Statue of Liberty?
I have.
He's been there.
I went to New York. I didn't go up in it. I looked up her skirt. We went to Liberty Island and we hung out at the bottom of the Statue of Liberty, but never actually went.
That was a school trip, though.
That was a school trip. It was an art trip. We went. I saw Starry Night, which was a huge thing for me. The actual Starry Night. And we went up in the Empire State Building.
Why is it a huge thing for you?
Because I really liked Van Gogh when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Like, I liked his work, and that was one of my favorite paintings by him. I couldn't name another Van Gogh painting. The Scream.
Oh, that face one. Yeah, that's...
If you're dumb, you're drunk, Van Gogh. But yeah, it was a cool moment.
Cool.
All right. Grade 3. What is the name of the lines that run east to west across a map?
The horizontal lines are longitude.
That's the up and down one.
Latitude.
Yes.
Right. I mean, I
You knew which ones they were. You just didn't have them.
And I know that.
And you need to think of the trick to remember that next time.
It's long.
Latitude is up and down. And
No,
long.
it's not.
Latitude is across?
Yes. Longitude. Up
Right.
and down.
I just said it, and I was
Yes,
I
I
still
know.
fucking got it wrong.
That's bullshit. I was just trying to come up with a word association to help remember it.
Longitude. It
I'll
goes from
drink.
the top to the bottom. It's the longest.
I'm only drinking because I'm thirsty.
All right, Dan. Where are the world's highest mountains?
Where? Like which state?
No. Where are the world's highest mountains?
India?
No. The Himalayas.
Himalayas isn't in India?
That wasn't the answer. Wasn't India? It was the Himalayas.
I was trying to think of Walter Mitty because I know there were big mountains in that movie.
What's in Iceland?
Yeah, but it wasn't all in Iceland. Didn't he go somewhere after?
Yeah, he went to Afghanistan.
Oh, that's the one I was thinking of. Fuck.
Drink.
I knew she was going to get me. That's fine.
That was a tough.
Okay.
Did a couple of them.
Grade 4. What's the name of the longest river in the world?
Fuck.
The Nile?
So
What?
he gets the fucking Nile, the river question. I get the fucking mountain question.
Okay,
God
I'll tell you.
damn it.
I'll ask you this one.
No, let me drink first. God damn it. Ah, dumb and drunk.
What line divides the Earth around the middle?
Equator.
Yes.
Mama's so fat, about size the equator.
Easy one.
Friday?
Nutty Professor.
Oh. All right, grade 5.
This can's getting light.
This, let me see. Comparable. This one might be a little later.
These are not going to be easy for you guys. Well, definitely not Dan. But
It's a good thing I'm wearing this hat to catch all the shit she's dumping on my head.
which country is the closest to the Great Barrier Reef? Mhm.
Australia.
Yes.
Jesus.
Did you look over there at something?
No,
No,
I
you
knew
just
where
went
it was
like
in
this.
the map, and I was trying to find the name in my head. I knew where it
Dumb,
was.
drunk. Of
Did
course.
I look at something? Yeah, I got a map of the Great Barrier
I
Reef
figured.
for you.
All I saw was this. Australia.
Here's the map, and it's this country that's
Yeah,
down here.
she's got a nice little, there's a nice screen
I
down
talked
there.
to Doug before we got here.
Doug,
Okay?
freaking Denise is up
Wait,
there Googling answers, sending it to the screen. God damn it.
How many countries are located in Africa?
Wow.
In Africa.
Yeah. You were trying to quiz me on that earlier.
Yeah, I asked you to name 10 countries in Africa when we were driving home. And you could easily name 10, so there's definitely more than 10. I'm going to say 23.
Yeah. Jeez. $15.
We're both drinking. What is the answer?
54.
Holy.
Yeah, you could combine our answers and still be
It
wrong.
probably changes on a daily basis almost. This is there.
Depends on the warlords.
All right, this is going to be...
Oh, this can's dead.
Oh no. Sorry.
2 down.
Okay, now we're into science. First grade science.
First grade science. Here we go. One
What-
can down.
What creates sound?
What creates sound vibration?
Yes.
Yeah, you know all about that because you're a cyborg.
That's right.
What kind of habitat do frogs primarily live in?
What's the name of it? Like, what's the term for an aquatic habitat?
What kind of habitat do frogs primarily live in?
Shit, there's a term for it. It's like they're an aquatic animal. They live in. I want to say rainforest, but that's not a habitat.
Would you like a chance to steal?
Water?
No.
No.
This is it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it.
Wetlands.
Wetland.
Of course, wetlands, drunklands. I apologize in advance for my lack of thinking.
Wetland. Wetland. There's water at wetlands.
Most certainly
How many
is.
frogs are around here? They should
Shitloads.
start actually very soon. You hear all the beep, beep, beep,
Are they
beep.
frogs or toads?
They're frogs.
Oh, because you have the pond. Yes. Your front
there's-
grass is like
A river.
flooded.
Yeah, it'll all be gone
Oh,
within weeks. Yeah, there's a culvert, one culvert over there that'll flow through and
Yeah.
it'll disappear.
Well, you're well.
All the water runs. You'll see down the backyard. There's a big river. There's a spring river that runs down just by the fire pit and across, and all the water runs down that way and runs that way. Note.
And with the wetlands going away, it will take the frogs with it.
And then the peepers will come and they'll be so loud at night around here.
the what?
They call them peepers. The frogs are coming out of the ground because
Oh.
the frogs bury themselves in the ground in the wintertime. They're
Oh.
coming out. They
Oh,
and it's kind of wet everywhere in the
so they're
spring.
going to be everywhere.
And it's so loud at night around here.
Yeah. So like if you went at the yard with an excavator, you'd just be digging up frozen frogs everywhere.
Yeah, they're probably mostly just in the woods and stuff, not on the lawn.
Ugh.
But and then the frogs, and then when they start croaking out there, they'll get in unison and then they'll slow down and quiet and then go loud and quiet again. It's really loud around here at night.
That mixed with the coyotes and the occasional fox that just screams at you.
Right, second grade science.
There we go.
Are reptiles warm-blooded or cold-blooded?
Is that for me or for Doug?
Doug.
Cold.
Yes.
I do that too.
Okay, I'll give you an easy one.
Danny DeVito's cold-blooded.
What is the name of the force that keeps us grounded?
Gravity.
Yes.
I thought you said forest for a second, and I'm like, Mother Nature?
So, Danny DeVito, so you were talking with Joe, and after I was listening back, you guys were talking about Daniel Radcliffe being Wolverine.
Yeah.
He is?
He's not, but when people talk about Deadpool 3, there's this whole thing about time variance because it's tied into the remember the thing in Loki where there were all the different timelines?
Sure.
Right? So people have been talking about this image of Daniel Radcliffe where he's like in his underwear in the middle of a huge battle going on, and he's just like his whole body is tensed, muscles everywhere, and everyone talked about how he looked like Wolverine going berserk. So there was all these jokes and memes and people wanting Daniel Radcliffe to play a variant of like a young Wolverine.
Yeah.
But then you guys said
He said something with
Danny DeVito could do it. And you're like, yeah. And I'm like, but I couldn't hear him, so I didn't really. When I was listening to it later on the podcast, I'm going, Danny fucking DeVito being Wolverine. What the
Danny
fuck?
DeVito is Frank from
It's Frank, yeah.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Okay.
Then I start blasting. Yeah. But the thing about the variants is, especially like if you look at Loki, there's a Loki variant that's just a fucking crocodile, and there's a Deadpool variant that's a dog. So it's like it could be anything. It could be as stupid or as silly as you want. Like, did you ever see Everything Everywhere All the Time?
No.
Yes.
So the world of people who have fucking hot dog fingers?
Yeah.
So it can get as weird as that. So when Joe said, "Oh, Danny DeVito could play Wolverine," I was like,
"You definitely could do that."
How fucking funny would that be?
But you guys didn't laugh or anything. Like, it's like you were serious, and I'm just like,
"That's very matter of fact."
What the fuck is going on here?
Hell, I could play Wolverine.
Is there some other Danny DeVito I don't know about? The Penguin?
No. No, we're talking 4'10".
The guy from Twins. He was first on Taxi.
Oh yeah, Taxi. He was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah, was he?
Oh yeah, he was one of the incarcerated people.
Oh,
yeah, in the thing. It was a small part, but he was there.
Oh, he's gonna get the small part.
Yeah, the small guy part, getting the small part in the movie.
Anyways,
the guy. Yeah,
you said Danny DeVito, so brought back a memory.
Hey, Danny DeVito's a great guy.
At least it wasn't Leland Gibbons.
Who's that?
So Raylan Gibbons.
Oh God! Don't even.
Raylan Gibbons is a character from a show called. It's called Raylan Gibbons. Yeah. The show's called Raylan Gibbons, and he has a cousin named.
It's called Justified.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
The book's called Raylan.
Oh, right. I get so mixed up by this because there's so many traumatic memories. But
of the show.
Yeah, the Double D podcast show.
Oh.
All the fights that almost happened. But one time I accidentally called him Leland Gibbons instead of Raylan Gibbons. So we decided that Leland Gibbons is his cousin, who's also a U.S. Marshal, but really shitty at his job.
Mm.
Yeah. So way off topic there.
All right, third grade.
Thanks, Danny DeVito.
Science. How many bones are in the human body?
This is mine.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on how old you are.
The amount of them doesn't
Babies
change.
have more bones than adults.
Don't.
Yes,
What?
they do. Look it up.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Okay,
Look
that's
it
not the
Bullshit.
human body.
Look it up.
38.
It doesn't even cover the spine. You got like, what is it, 26 vertebrae or something?
138.
Oh my god.
Dan, your answer?
I don't know, but I'm gonna say
But you're laughing at mine.
if you know a person with only 38 bones, I feel bad for them. Maybe you should be pouring them a drink.
Is it
God
38
damn.
ribs?
No, you have what?
16 ribs.
16 ribs. I think women have 2 less or 2 more. I'm gonna go with 118.
No.
256.
No.
329.
No.
487.
No.
6.
206.
206. I was close. I was off by 200.
Yeah. All right.
But yes,
Babies aren't born with more bones.
No, I don't agree because they don't have knees or ankles.
maybe it's not babies, it might be toddlers, but I saw something once where it was talking about how some of the bones haven't quite joined together yet, like especially in the skull and in the arms and the legs, which is why they're so much more flexible. It might have been bullshit, but I read something that said that.
Oh,
if you
you're
look
right.
Thank you. Google.
Slowly, as you grew older, everything became a bit bigger, including your bones. A baby's body has about 300 bones at birth. These eventually fuse together to form the 206 bones that adults have. Some babies' bones are made entirely of a special material called cartilage. Yeah. You guys need like a Jamie, like a fact checker.
Yes,
That's what
for
I'm saying.
everything.
We
definitely do.
We wanted Emily to do it, but she's decided to make her own podcast with her boy toy philanthropist, fucking
Philanthropist?
well, whatever it is. I don't know what to call him.
Her fiance, you mean?
Yeah, that guy. That's the word I was looking for.
Chris?
That guy.
All right, Dan, your turn.
The Rambler.
The rambling man.
Which two gases make up the most of the Earth's atmosphere?
Hydrogen and hydrogen and oxygen?
No.
Shit.
The atmosphere,
Mm-hmm.
nitrogen, and CO2.
Oxygen and nitrogen.
So we're both half right.
Yeah.
We'll both drink.
I was going to say oxygen.
Because I think CO2 is nitrogen, isn't it?
No.
I don't.
No.
Carbon. It's carbon monoxide. That's what CO2 is.
Yes.
Because you got the carbon monoxide CO2.
Because
Okay.
see, if you mix nitrogen and CO2 together, you make beer gas.
Beer gas?
Yep.
What's that do?
It helps you propel draft beer out of the beer taps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all that pressure and shit.
Interesting. All right, 4th grade.
Let's cut it. 4th grade?
Heat. Yeah, 4th grade. Heat is a form of what kind of energy?
Heat is a form of what kind of energy? Energy. Friction? I don't know.
No.
Energy.
Heat is a form of what kind of energy?
I'm gonna drink face first this time.
I feel like it would spill if you did it that way. I've been doing like kind of corner to the side. Heat is a form of what kind of energy?
3.
Inductive energy?
No. Thermal.
Thermal. Fuck, I should have known that. Thermal. The heat.
Drink. Slurp.
What is the name
Slurp.
for what happens when a seed sprouts?
Oh, I know.
What is the name for what happens when a seed sprouts?
Yeah.
Budding?
No.
Shit.
Germination.
Yes.
You're a germination.
Oh, an abomination.
All right.
A little bit of that too.
5th grade science.
Here we go.
An electrical current is made up of what kind of particles?
Electrons.
Yes.
Say electrons.
Big
Doesn't matter what you're going to say. I said first.
I was gonna say it. That's all I'm saying.
I think I'm winning.
Jesus Christ! Wait till I'm swallowed. Wait till I'm swallowed the beer first.
Ready, Dan?
Yes, I'm ready.
What is the name for the scientific study of traits passed down from parents to their children?
Oh, Shit. Oh, fuck.
What is the name for the scientific study of traits passed down from parents to their children?
Oh, fuck me. Oh,
5, 4, 3, 2,
shit.
1. Does Doug know?
No,
Oh,
I do not. What's your name?
genetics.
I wasn't going to say genetics. I was going to say something else. But I don't remember what it is. Drink.
Of course, it's genetics. Makes too much sense.
Okay, these
Genes.
we're into language, arts, and English.
I was going to say hereditary. That's what I was going for. Do you know diarrhea is hereditary?
What?
Yeah, it runs in your genes.
Set that one up good.
Thank you, last one. Thank you.
Okay. Grade 1, English and language arts. What is the title of a person who is telling a story?
Oh, is that you or me?
It's Doug.
Oh.
What is the storyteller?
Yeah, what is the title of the person who's telling a story?
I don't know.
Of course.
I don't know. He's the title of the person. Mister.
No.
Fuck you, it's the narrator.
Yes.
Drink. Narration.
A story about something that is. Can
Your
you-
wife might be watching.
What? What's-
Your wife will be watching. And who knows? Maybe she'll want to watch it now. Right around the 36-minute mark.
She ain't watching.
She might.
What? Okay, Dan, listen.
I'm listening.
A story about something that is made up is part of what genre?
Um.
What did you just point at?
That's sticking his ear.
Oh.
Okay, it's either fiction or nonfiction. And sometimes I mix them up because I'm stupid. Fiction is made up.
Yes. All right.
Drink.
Second grade English.
This one's for you, Dougie.
The sequence of events within a story is called what?
The
Within a story. I feel like the question makes it more complicated than what the answer is.
storyline.
Yeah,
Not quite.
close.
Timeline?
No,
Chapters?
no.
Sequence?
It's not your turn.
Oh.
That was
You got it wrong
close.
anyways.
Very close. Storyline. What's another word for that? Dan?
Another word for storyline?
Mm-hmm.
Not timeline.
No, that's different.
Storyline. Sequence of events?
Plot.
Plot.
The plot.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently the plot thickens.
What tense is a sentence that describes something happening right now?
Present tense.
Correct.
Drink, Doug.
Third grade English.
Third grade English. Welcome. There's so many ladies.
What genre of book or movie is based on imaginary, often futuristic, scientific ideas?
Which looks like sci-fi.
Yes. Sci-fi is the answer.
That was real fucking
man.
Yeah, I'll drink to that. What
A short story,
what
Dan.
genre is usually about something romantic or comedic?
Those who are
What is the name of the pig in Charlotte's Web?
The name of the pig in Charlotte's Web?
Yeah.
Wilbur.
nice.
All right. You read that in elementary school, Charlotte's Web?
Yeah.
I thought it was a high school book.
No.
Oh.
Lord of the Flies is a high school.
All right.
I think The Hobbit is now a high school book. If they read it at all.
We read Catcher in the Rye.
I read Catcher in the Rye as an
And,
adult because I
what
wanted
else
to know
did we
what it was
read?
about.
We read that. Can't remember that. There's two guys go into that house and kill everybody.
Natural Born Killers?
No. Way before that.
Slaughterhouse 5?
It's a book, Dan,
Slaughterhouse 5's a book.
that you read in school.
Yeah, I don't remember any books about two guys going into a house and killing everybody. Is that what the book's about, or is that just a part of the book?
Yeah, and then the one they get caught and I can't remember. I'll have to think about it. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, there's a generation gap for you.
All right.
Pardon me.
Fourth grade,
Is this me or Doug?
Doug.
Doug. There's a ladybug on my phone.
There is.
What point of view is this sentence written in? They went to the store.
What point of view is this sentence written in?
They went to the store.
Sure.
Just do your best.
Thanks, Dan.
No, I'm Dan. That's Nat.
Is it Dad?
Dad. Well, you're my dad.
All right, Dan, your turn.
Remember?
I've had it already.
Third person.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm just going to smell it because I'm not allowed to drink it.
All right, Dan. How many syllables are in each line of a haiku?
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
It's like,
Chris and his haikus.
I remember his haikus. Yeah.
Chris talked in haikus?
We had a
No.
whole
We got together. We were going to do a whole podcast that was going to be elevator pitches of story ideas.
Oh,
Doug
yeah.
and I had all these ideas, and Chris had no ideas. He had like sentence starters. So Doug and I would share an elevator pitch, and he'd be like, "Oh, okay, here's one. A stranger appears," and we're like, "The fuck is that?" He's like, "Oh, you know," and he said a couple more, and I'm like, "You're saying haikus? We're giving elevator pitches." What? So haiku is a poem, and I think it goes it's like 3-5-7-5 or something like that. No, I don't know.
Yeah, we
I
got
had no idea.
5-7-5.
I knew there were 5s and 7s. That's what I knew, but I didn't know the order.
Okay. Fifth grade.
This can is done.
All right. What
Is
is it?
done?
No.
I'm losing.
What is it called when a character goes through a transformation journey in a story?
What is it called? Characters.
It's Jenner.
Transformation.
Sorry.
Yeah, what he said.
No.
Greg, can you answer the line? Oh,
Sorry.
you were on
Did
the
you mean
choice.
Bruce Jenner?
No. What? Who's the fucking
Yes. What is it called when a character goes through a transformation journey in a story?
At the end.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
That's so funny. Sorry.
I think I broke Doug again.
Stop. Where are we?
Say it again.
What is it called when a character goes through a transformation journey in a story? Did you give up, Doug? Dan?
I'm thinking either
Fuck.
character transformation, character development. It's on that line. Character arc.
Yes.
Yes. Character arc.
Okay.
You have to answer it 5 times before you got it right.
But the Jenner I thought was good enough for everybody.
All right, Dan. Do you want a book-specific question or a general question?
I'll let Doug decide.
So what was the
A book question about a specific book or just a general question?
the general question?
Okay. Name the figurative language used in this phrase. Brave as a lion.
The figurative
Language used in this phrase. Brave as a lion.
metaphor?
No.
Metaphorical?
No.
Metaphorically?
It's not metaphor at all.
Metamorphosis?
No, it doesn't start with an M.
Does it start with a J?
No.
It's not a dinner.
A simile.
A simile. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have gotten that.
All right. Social studies.
I'm on to my third beer.
First grade.
Loss is settling in.
Money people earn from work is called what?
Income.
Yes.
You have to drink again already?
Is food a want or a need?
Need.
Correct.
Drink, my sir.
In what kind of government are people allowed to vote?
Democratic.
Yes.
I knew that.
What century are we living right now?
It's not the Roman century.
The number, Dan.
What century?
Yes.
We are living in the 20th century? 21st century.
Mm-hmm. I feel like these are kind of weird. Women who protested for the right to vote refers to what?
Being wrong.
Woman who
Protested for the right to vote refers to what?
protested for the right to vote.
Of course.
It's, they're I know what they are, I just can't think of it.
Dan?
Women who protested for their right to vote refers to what?
Yeah.
Feminists.
Modern feminism?
No.
Black Lives Matter?
No.
First Amendment?
Women's suffrage.
Right.
Women's suffrage? Is that what they called it?
Yeah,
Wait a
apparently.
minute, am I about to drink to women's suffrage?
It's like a
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
drink.
To women,
Well, they got over it, though.
to my beautiful wife, and Doug's beautiful wife, who's probably upstairs
'Cause
floating
now they
guns.
can
right now.
vote.
Dan, what do you call the collective customs, arts, behaviors, and social activities in a group?
Cunts. Sorry, say it one more time.
What do you call the collective customs, arts, behaviors, and social activities in a
Oh,
group?
culture.
Yes.
Culture of cunts. Sorry. 3, 2 and a 1.
This ladybug's getting drunk. A little beer in there.
All right.
You know the one thing we're missing?
Called right to what?
Some meat sticks.
I ate two before I came.
Really?
I have beef jerky over there. I made.
You have whole
You made it?
beef jerky.
Yeah.
Do you have a dehydrator?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Very cool.
I guess that was a yes.
I don't.
I'm not going to say no, but I don't know.
What kind of meat is it? Oh.
It's just in a paper bag. Loose. Easy to throw to the dog. Sponsored by Doug's Dried Out Meat Stick.
It's supposed to be.
Of course it is.
Okay. Grade 4.
Grade 4. Is this near Doug?
Doug.
All right.
What is the name of the writing system used by ancient Egyptians?
I don't know. Is that hieroglyphics?
Yes.
Damn it.
Dan. The production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services refer to what?
Say that one more time.
The production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services refer to what?
Commerce?
Economy.
Oh, shit. Cheers.
All right.
gonna lose.
Grade 5. Oh, these are kind of. This is supposed to be
I'm gonna lose to Doug.
Canadian, but these are kind of American. Okay. What is the legislative branch of government responsible for?
What is the legislative making laws?
Yes.
Mr.
I was getting ready to drink.
Mr. I make 50 political posts on Facebook a day.
Okay, Dan. What are the 3 branches of government?
Federal. I want to say provincial, but is this a Canadian thing?
I'm not sure, actually. If it's Canadian, it doesn't specify. But those are not right.
They're not?
No.
The 3 branches of government. Shit.
Those are the levels of government.
Oh. Conservative,
No, those are parties.
liberal. I will drink
Mm-hmm.
because I do not know.
I don't know either.
Executive, legislative, and judicial.
Yeah,
Judicial.
I would not. Have
Judicial.
I would not have got it. I can't even
Okay.
pronounce half of those words.
Oh boy, now we're into math.
Math. Maybe I can make my return to form. Of course.
All right, question for first grade math. How many weeks are in a year?
Except for me,
Yeah.
52.
Okay, Dan.
Bottoms up.
Bottoms up.
Identify the number in the tens place. 267. 267.
So do you want the number or the value?
Identify the
number
number
is the 6. The
yes,
value
okay.
is 60.
6
Okay. I didn't drink
is
a
the
shot.
answer. All right. How much money is a quarter worth?
What the fuck? I'm not drinking to that. I'm not going to lose because of a fucking quarter.
25 cents.
Yes.
Adjusting for inflation. 27. Of course.
All right, Dan. If Jimmy has $5.50 and then spends 75 cents on candy, how much does he have left?
He has $5.50 and he spends 75. $4.75.
Correct. Third grade. How many days are in the month of January?
31.
30.
30.
Yeah, how's that math?
It's not. Well, it's not, but it is. I guess.
How though?
I don't know.
It's numbers.
Numbers.
Oh no, there are 31 days in January. That is wrong.
Doug already drank, so.
Drink up. I got it right.
You
You
got,
got drink twice.
you got it right, but when you were told the wrong answer, you drank without questioning it. You didn't defend yourself.
Because I'm a good player.
No, that's being a very bad player. That's accepting the wrong answer when you knew you were right, unless you didn't know you were right and you just guessed.
Good Mars still got it right.
I'm drinking for the sake of honor and dignity, but not
Okay.
for Doug.
Dan, if
That's
Alex ate half the pie and Jenny
Fat fuck.
if Alex ate half the pie and Jenny ate 1/8 of the pie, how much is left?
3/8.
Oh, yes.
I know fractions.
That damn pie.
And I love pie.
The pizza one. I still think about that.
Which one?
How many slices?
Oh, the 8 and the 12 bits.
What's your favorite pie?
I like cherry.
I've never seen you eat cherry before.
Because we never have it. I'm not the guy who's like, oh, we're getting pie, get me some fucking cherry pie. If there's cherry pie, I'll eat it and it's my favorite. I'm not going to bitch and complain that there's no cherry pie. I'll eat the fucking pie that's there. But if I was going to go out and eat a pie by myself, I would go out and get a cherry pie.
Your favorite?
Pie.
Of course.
Jesus.
Indigestion.
God.
What?
Jesus.
Gross.
Okay, first of all,
Thank
rude.
you me at least.
Yeah. Just sitting here burping like that.
Says the shark over here.
Well, he hasn't done it, so
Because he's trying to be a gentleman
there you go.
in front of
I'm
the
not
lady.
trying to be. I just am.
I'm trying to get us a fucking sponsor of Coors Light. I'm almost dry. I'm losing a Doug. Because his questions are, how much is the quarter worth? Meanwhile, I get, what are the 3 branches of government? If Jimmy eats 6 pies and Billy eats 9 pies, who dies of diabetes first?
I like a pizza pie.
I love the pizza pie. All right, I'm sorry. I will.
But normally when we get it, we usually cut it only in 8, not 12, because we don't know if we can eat 12 pieces.
You've seen it?
Absolutely. Can't eat the extra 4 bits.
Oh, girl's so dumb.
It's the best. I'm sorry. I will keep my rancid belching to a minimum.
Thanks. Because they stink.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, especially after eating that beef, it's going to stink.
No.
But were they stinking before?
Nah.
I think you're just saying that to make me feel like shit about myself.
Okay.
Burps.
All right, Dunk.
Yeah.
How do you represent
With the
13
bow tie.
and 3/4 with decimals?
How do I represent
13 and 3/4 with decimals
13.75?
in Oh, yes, that's right.
Bastard.
How many degrees is the angle where perpendicular lines intersect?
90?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, 5th grade.
Stop it!
This is excuse me.
Dog, that's smelly. Stop it.
I blew it your way.
I know you.
At what temperature does water freeze?
32.
Yes. 10. If an ice cream shop sells 102 ice cream cones a day at $3 each, how much money will they make in 5 days?
Sorry, say that one more time.
If an ice cream shop sells 102 ice cream cones a day at $3 each, how much money will they make in 5 days?
So 306 times 5.
306?
They sell 102 ice creams a day at $3, right? So that's
Yeah.
$306 a day.
Okay.
So 306 times 5 would be $1,530. Hold on, let me try that again.
Close.
Wait, I fucked up with the smaller number.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 6 times 5 is 3. Wait a minute. Okay, so they sell 102 for $3, which is 306. 300 times 5 is 1,500. 6 times 5 is 30.
Says 1503.
1,503?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. Where's my phone? Oh,
102 ice creams.
Does. Let me boot up your calculator.
102 ice creams times $3 each is 306. And then 306 times 5 is 1530.
Thank you.
You are correct. The answer was
I am
wrong.
correct. The answer's wrong. I just broke the fucking internet. Even if I lose, I win.
Game over.
How do we know most of those questions didn't have fucked up answers and we were right the whole time?
You were.
I was right that time.
All right. History.
Pardon me for my explosion. That was very rude of me and ungentlemanlike.
Who was the first president?
Lincoln?
Negative.
He was
Oh,
not the
Washington.
first president.
Yes.
Ah. Was he the first?
How many stars are on the American flag?
Doesn't matter.
Do you know what was George Washington's
Dan.
teeth made out of? Wood.
What? Really?
That's what everybody thinks.
Why would they be made out of wood and not teeth?
They were made out of teeth, but they weren't made out of his teeth.
Ew.
Ew.
They were made out of slaves' teeth,
Oh, God.
and like horse teeth.
What happened to his own teeth?
I'm not a fell out. I don't exactly know.
Huh.
But they were also set in lead. They wore
A lead
dentures. Yeah, so that's why
lead.
kind of
Oh, he went crazy.
lead poisoning.
Oh.
A lot of people back then, because they were drinking out goblets of all lead and shit.
Oh.
Lead poisoning. But yeah, but somehow it turned into wood teeth, I guess, because it's better than having slaves' teeth.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
But yeah, look that up. It's true.
Well, I hail you as the victor, sir, for I have runneth out of my juice.
We still have to finish the question.
We will finish the questions, but I'm just saying, Doug won.
I'll have to get you. You have to start drinking Zambuca or something.
Oh, you go? Yeah.
No.
No.
It's Monday.
You finish your shots.
Okay.
You are the champion, and we will have a celebratory whatever that other stuff is.
I want a trophy. We need a trophy.
Oh.
You need a trophy for this game.
That's true. We will develop a trophy. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to take these 6 cans that were the original cans, and we are going to turn them into a trophy. Even if it's just smushing them all together and then gluing them with some twigs and find an antler out there in the yard.
Dan.
Wow. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it
How many stars are on the American flag?
52?
Wrong.
Jeez. That's what I would have said. There are 50.
Yes.
Drink.
I
Drink
can't.
for you.
Thank you.
Okay. Who invented the telephone?
Bell.
Full name?
Alexander Graham Bell.
Yes.
Drink for that too.
Where are the ancient pyramids located?
Egypt.
Correct.
Well,
What was
they're
Amelia?
ancient fucking all over the place. Mayan pyramids, temples down there. They're all over the place now. They found them.
Did you know the Sudan has the most pyramids in the entire world?
I didn't know that.
What was Amelia Earhart famous for?
Flying over the Atlantic.
Correct.
No.
To protest Britain's taxes, early Americans dumped what into the Boston Harbor?
Say that one more time.
Horseshack.
What?
You guys ever watch Welcome Back, Carter?
No.
To protest Britain's taxes, early Americans dumped what into the Boston Harbor?
Piss. And shit.
Tea.
Oh, the
Boston
Tea Party.
Welcome Back, Carter with Vinnie Barbarino and Horseshack and
I just
John
wanted to say
Travolta's first
piss and
TV
shit.
show.
There was all this stuff that was happening in Russia, I think, and it was just all these farmers on strike, and they were all in the major cities and just spraying government buildings with manure.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not in Russia.
recently?
Not in Russia, it's somewhere though.
It's all over, mostly European
Yeah,
states.
it's in Europe, and they're just like
Lots of
full
European
Happening right now?
Yes.
Oh.
Not being covered in the media though, but they're and again like people on TikTok, just random people are telling these stories because the main media won't, and they're just like blasting government buildings with manure.
Oh.
Yeah, it's messed up.
All right. How long was the Civil War in the U.S.?
I want to say
Yeah.
4 years.
You are correct.
There you go. I knew that much.
I'll drink.
Which country gifted the U.S. the Statue of Liberty?
France.
Yes. I didn't know that.
I did that. You can tell she's French.
Oh, this time.
Mm,
Makes sense.
French girl.
Who was the president during the Revolutionary War?
Revolutionary War. It wasn't Lincoln, was it?
No.
Same one as before.
Is it Washington?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't he lead the
During the-
These are hard. These are American.
Washington?
I
He
don't
led
know
the-
those.
Let them across the river, didn't he?
Sure.
Oh, whatever.
With his wooden teeth.
These are all American, so I don't know.
Let's give it a shot.
Who was the first woman to serve as the second lady of the United States?
What's her name?
Who was the first lady to serve?
Who was the first woman to serve as the second lady of the United States?
Jennifer Lawrence.
No.
She was the first female action star. Do you know that?
What?
Yeah.
No, she wasn't.
That's
Yeah,
what they say.
tell fucking Linda Wonder Woman that.
Linda Wonder Woman.
Yeah, or what about Sigourney Weaver?
Linda Hamilton.
How about Charlie's Angels?
Sigourney
Which ones?
Weaver.
The original
Farrah
one?
Fawcett?
Oh, the original.
Yeah.
No. Long before.
No,
Fuck
back
Jennifer Lawrence.
Fuck Jennifer Lawrence. But
She's fake as shit.
there was an interview where she said, like, you know, that Hunger Games was the first action movie with a female lead, and everyone's like, "What the fuck is she talking about?"
I remember that. I
There's been
remember
like
that.
70 action movies with female leads.
Hold on, what's the answer here?
Oh, Felicity Flockhart.
Abigail Adams.
Oh yeah, I know Abigail Adams. I read her book.
So Adams' wife.
Yeah.
It was the first
John Adams,
president.
right?
Samuel Adams' wife. He makes good beer.
He was the second
John
president.
Adams, wasn't it?
Samuel Adams makes good beer.
Samuel or John Adams?
Well,
Samuel
I
Jackson
think
makes
John
better
Adams
beer.
was the president.
President, and Abigail was his wife.
There might have been two Adams. There's a lot of
There might have been a whole
there's a
family.
lot of presidents that have the same last names over the years.
Okay. So there's some trick questions. You guys want a trick
I
question?
love trick questions. They're kind of like riddles.
All right. First group. If you cut a pizza in half twice, how many pieces of pizza do you have? Correct. What gets lost every time you stand up?
What gets lost every time you stand up? Your seat? I don't know.
Your lap.
Your lap?
Who's my lap?
Depends on who's in your lap, I guess.
If Joe has 2 dogs and Sarah has 3 cats, how many more cats does Sarah have than Joe?
3.
Yeah. These are going to be too easy for you.
Because I'm smart. My brain is smart.
How many sides are on a polygon?
8. No. Polly? 9.
5.
5.
3 or more.
Oh,
3 or more.
right.
Oh.
I was thinking penta, not poly.
Who first discovered America?
What's his name?
No.
Childish Gambino. He got off the boat and was like, "This is America." No? I swore I saw a video of it.
It's not.
Christopher Columbus.
No.
Grand Duke General
He was Icelandic.
Icelandia?
We stayed in a hotel named after him.
Probably.
Ivan the Red. Not Ivan the Red.
Leif Erikson.
Leif
Who the
Erikson.
fuck is a Leif Erikson? Sounds like a
Viking.
band. Is he a Viking?
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Viking. Leif Erikson.
If Lucy has 81 pieces of candy and wants to divide them up among herself and 8 friends, how many pieces of candy will each of them get?
Diabetes. So she has how many?
If Lucy has 81 pieces of candy and wants to divide them up amongst her friends and herself and her 8 friends, how many pieces of candy will each of them get?
8. 91? She has 81 pieces.
81 pieces.
So 9 pieces.
Yeah, you said 8.
No, I meant 9.
Okay. 9 is
I meant
the question.
they would eat. They ate 9.
Okay.
9 pieces of candy. Her and her friends. 9 pieces of candy and got diabetes.
The plural of moose is what?
Moose.
Can you give Doug a chance?
Doug doesn't know anything about mooses.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. He said he
hunts.
saw.
I
He
swear
said
to
he
God,
saw
I was going to
mooses.
say meese.
Okay, I will not answer the next question.
I think it's going to be hard.
Probably.
When was the War of 1812?
Was in 1812.
Yes.
What the hell?
That's a good one.
Come on.
Peanuts are not nuts. They are.
Legumes.
Oh, yeah. Which layer of the earth is liquid?
The core.
The outer core.
The outer core. The outer core of the
I
earth.
didn't know that. All right. That's all of them.
I don't even know what the core is.
The core is made of
How do you know?
the wishes and dreams of all the children on the earth.
That's where all the terra firma
And when the women, when the children stop wishing and dreaming, then the earth will cease to be.
See, that's where.
What?
See, you know, everybody thinks all
It's
the
true.
the civilization that was used to be around because we're discovering all these, you know, all the pyramids were built and the Mayan temples.
The
and
ancient
everything.
civilization.
They were a lot more, maybe technically advanced than we are and
Mhm.
everything. And like, where did they go? Right? Well, I think they went underground and now in the terra firma, right? Because things got bad up here, ice ages or whatever, and every once in a while they'll come up to the earth and see how we're making out. You know, too fucking stupid still, and they live underneath there. It's a huge civilization down there.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Terra firmas.
It's kind of scary, actually.
They never got up to space. They weren't space guys. They went down.
Huh. But why wouldn't they come up and rule us now that we have some? I guess they already have access to all the good streaming shows. They're just like, well, fuck it. We don't need to go up there.
Way too
We can just
advanced
get this shit through the Wi-Fi.
for that. Way too advanced for that.
Well, good on them. But we have the plastic,
That's true.
and they ain't getting it.
Watch that movie, Adam Sandler one,
Spaceman? I
it
haven't
good?
watched it, but
Is that with Ben Affleck too?
No,
Oh,
it just him and pretty much just him in space, going to this purple cloud that's up near Jupiter or something.
oh,
Then he starts talking to a space spider.
oh.
That's what I would do.
Self-awareness. It's kind of like 2001 Space Odyssey and some didn't like it,
You didn't like it?
but the reviews, everybody loves it. We watched it last night.
You didn't like it?
Just dragged on.
Uh-huh. I usually like his movies,
Yes,
especially now. Like his movies are different.
he's starting to do movies that aren't comedies, right?
Yeah.
Well, he's done non-comedic movies for years, and people just didn't like him. Like Punch Drunk Love, I still feel is one of the best movies he ever did.
I've never seen it.
It's a fucking great movie, and he was great in it.
Yeah, so we
But it was one of his first serious movies, and people just weren't ready to accept it.
Yeah, we recently watched one where he was a basketball coach, NBA.
I've heard that that's
one.
good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
The jeweler one.
Uncut Gems was
Yeah,
good.
Uncut Gems was the other one. Was
I
really
liked
good.
that one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the coach one, but
Funny People was good.
have I seen
It
that?
was about comedians. It wasn't necessarily a comedy. It's
I
pretty.
don't know if I seen
It hit
that one.
it hit hard. It wasn't about him as a comedian, but it was about him
What's-
playing a comedian.
the one that you really like, the comedy one, where he loses his memory.
Oh, with Drew Barrymore.
Yeah,
He
you
loses her
Oh.
memory.
Yeah,
That's 51st Dates.
Yeah.
It's still a comedy. It's got a serious
You like it,
touch to
though.
I do. It's good. I like The Wedding Singer better. Wedding Singer is like one of his goofy
classic.
comedies, but it's so funny.
Little Nicky's my favorite.
Little Nicky's good, but it's not the greatest. It's very silly and annoying at times. Like Nicky's an annoying character. Like Robbie in The Wedding Singer is like a tragic, likable underdog character, you know? And he plays it really well. There is a dramatic.
Billy Idol saves him.
Billy Idol saves him at the end. That's
I've only
great.
seen bits and pieces of that.
Oh, it's so fucking funny.
I feel
He's
like
at this
dated
wedding,
now.
and Steve Buscemi's brother's getting married, and he starts giving this speech just trashing the groom because he's jealous because his dad thinks he's a fuck up, and it always told him to be more like his brother. And Buscemi just plays this drunken, belligerent asshole so well because it's Buscemi,
Mhm.
and all the staple characters have to be in it. But yeah, and that's the first of 4 movies they did together. Him and Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, they did a few. Yeah,
They did that. They did 50 First Dates. They did the one about the zoo. They buy a
What?
zoo in a movie, so we bought a zoo.
That's Matt Damon.
I thought he did another movie with Drew Barrymore that had something to do with a zoo. Maybe I'm wrong.
Hmm.
I feel like he's done at least 3 or 4 movies. So Spaceman, not worth the.
We didn't enjoy it. No.
No.
Hmm.
Well, we'll see.
Denise guy was like, that was like, whatever.
Time you'll never get
half of,
back.
Yeah.
You know, not living your life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Like, you remember the last movie
Although,
we watched?
if you look online, people are loving it.
Well, that's the thing. I've seen nothing but positive reviews, but that doesn't mean it's good.
Mhm.
It just drags on.
Like, yeah, and I don't
People
like
thought
Dragon
Gone
Balls.
Girl was good.
I understand why people like Gone Girl, but I found it. It's not that I didn't like the movie or how it was made. I was bothered by the subject matter it covered because it really revealed what's wrong with society. That really got me. That the situation she put herself in was so sensationalized, and she fucking got away with it. Because it was a reflection of what the hell is wrong with the world, and it irked me in a way that I think it's a great, well-crafted movie that I didn't enjoy watching. Because it affected me in that way. Did you ever see it?
No.
Oh. So I watched a documentary recently,
Yeah.
and there was a case. It was following this girl who was labeled, like, it was a year after the movie came out, and they kept trying to say that she faked her own kidnapping, and they labeled it a Gone Girl case because of the movie.
Yeah.
But that's not what actually happened. But it was very, like, it was almost like to the T of like how the movie was.
Yeah.
Disappeared for a few days.
And
Boyfriend, like, same thing.
There's a guy on TikTok, and I don't remember his name. He's got this crazy hair, and he always talks about these situations where people do something and then get caught. They get caught up in it and get exposed as being bullshit, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And he's done a number of videos where it's kind of like a Gone Girl situation where somebody fakes an experience or being kidnapped, and eventually people look into it and realize that they were doing it for attention.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, again, it's like a sickness.
It is. It is.
And as I'm watching the movie and I see the way the world's reacting to the situation, it was like I was like bothered by it. But yeah, it's one of those kinds of movies.
If I'm gone, I'm probably just out in the woods.
Yeah, it's true.
Wandering
Gone,
around.
gone, Doug. We could make our own spin-off.
Do you have a walkie-talkie?
No.
Do you ever go out there by yourself?
All the time.
Oh, what if something happened to you?
You got
Like
lost
what?
once.
Like,
More than once.
something happened to you. I don't know.
What if
You
there was
got
seven
attacked
wolves?
by an animal. You
What if
fell
seven
down
wolves
and
came
broke
out?
your leg.
7 wolves?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you. I'd sit down. So I don't want to meet my asshole.
And then they leave you alone. You're like, oh, the
I
asshole's
don't
not
know.
fucking
I've seen there and moves and
What if you hurt yourself and you couldn't get back?
make a fire.
What if you couldn't move?
Make a big ass fire.
What if I don't know, what if I guess I die out there then, I guess.
That was like the first thing we bought when we moved in. We're walkie-talkies.
Walkie-talkie.
When's the last time we used them?
That's what I mean. We never, but nobody ever goes really out into the forest.
It's true.
It's not like it is here.
Denise always says to me, you should tell somebody where you're going.
Yeah.
I just
You're going to end up in a 127-hour situation.
go, maybe.
Because isn't he stuck
That'd be
between
fun.
a cliff?
He gets stuck.
That's
There's
the guy
no
that
cliff.
breaks his arm
Yeah.
He cuts his arm
off.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to snap the bone and everything.
Oh, yeah, he had to do a whole bunch of nasty shit.
Remember James Franco?
Yeah, James Franco played him. I remember seeing that story. I heard about the story,
Yeah.
and then I saw a video of him going back to the place where he lost his arm, and he was telling the story of how he did it. And he's there, he's got the arms gone, and he's reenacting the whole thing, and you can tell he's just like reliving the whole thing. And then when I was watching the movie, I was like, damn, they like did it exactly how he said it.
How did
Like,
he cut his arm off?
with a jackknife.
Yeah,
Oh, he had something.
He had, so he what happened was he was crossing over this opening in the rock, and there was a big rock there, and he kind of gave it a couple steps to make sure it was secure. He stepped on it and it gave way, and he fell down into the crevice with this rock, and it pinned his arm against the wall. So for the first couple days, he was chipping away with the blades trying to get his arm free. And after a few days, realized that his the part of his arm that was sticking out was dead. It was crushed. So with the knife all dull, he realized the only way to get out was he had to cut his arm.
Because he was there for so long too.
Yeah.
It was like
And he only had so much water. He was running out of the water. He was drinking his own urine to stay alive, and decided the only way he was going to get out is if he cut his arm off.
He cut the flesh down to the bone, but then he had to break the bone.
My God.
He had to sever the nerve. He had to do all this stuff. Yeah, so it is brutal. He tied everything off, and then.
I mean, I have a GPS thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like a little Garmin GPS.
That you carry with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, if you had to take a limb off.
Get a hold, it's just
No,
GPS.
but somebody could find you if they needed to.
No, it's
just so you know where you're going. Oh. Huh.
You'd
kind of
take
pointless.
this out
No,
there
it
with
doesn't.
you, though, if you had to take a limb off.
That's
You
a
got
steak
something.
knife.
One knife's as good as the next, right? You take a special knife out with, in case you have to delimb something.
I've been walking around. As I gotten older, I found that I started walking around in circles. It's weird.
Or because one leg's way
So
longer than the other.
maybe that's why I got the GPS thing.
Well, if we ever go in the back, are we bringing the walkies with us?
I always tell my dad he should. He's the only one that goes back there.
Well, he one time told me he took like a big walk. Because we got 4 acres over there.
Yeah.
And it goes straight back. So you can go for a nice, good, long walk to the property line, and then it's all owned by someone else. It's a huge chunk of land behind us.
Behind it.
Yeah, so the one time my father-in-law went for a walk out there, and he found his way back, but he was out there for a few hours, just walking around trying to see what's going on, and there's nothing out there.
Can't really unless you start walking around in circles, you're going to hit a road somewhere.
Yeah. It's not like we're out in the complete boonies out here.
If I go down over there, the Simcoe County Forest across from your street, I go down in there, and I've gone all the way down to the river. It's about a kilometer or so in.
Do you walk or go with the Argo thing?
No, I walk.
Oh. Every time we've gone there, it's so muddy and remember that's where you were stomping the ice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it'll
probably be pretty muddy right now.
Yeah.
That's the little trail at the end of our street, right?
That's what he just said.
Yeah. That there's that log house that's there. So that Simcoe County Forest kind of wraps around it.
Mm-hmm.
And then behind the Simcoe County Forest is just vacant land. And it gets really swampy and really cedary. Try to get back to the Sturgeon River back in there.
How far back does your property go?
About halfway to the 9th.
Oh, okay.
And then it's the Simcoe County Forest.
On that side. Yeah.
Lots of paths with very large puddles.
You can't hunt on their property, can you?
Yep.
Oh, you can?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so I got 70 acres, and that Simcoe County Forest is 50. And beside it is about another, I don't think it's about 70 or so that's vacant.
And the guy on the corner up here, he owns our whole street.
Yeah,
on the other
he was
side.
logging it earlier.
Yeah, Gibbs. He owns right back to where your S thing turns.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, and then the last house.
That's where
on
the
the
entrance
street,
was for all the
They own
equipment.
that side. Yeah.
And there was all kinds of stuff over there.
There was somewhere else we saw logging happening recently.
So they're
Where was that?
Yeah.
So they did log that one. Was it last year or the year before? That Simcoe County Forest by at the end of your street.
Yeah, that was last year.
And then right now they're doing. There's
Where did I see
if you
it?
go down to the bottom of the 8th,
Yeah.
they're pulling logs out of there right now.
Maybe
They're
that's
coming
what
up
it
Towards Vasey?
No,
Towards Moonstone?
Yeah, across Moonstone as it goes down to the highway. It's a dead end in there.
Okay. Yes.
So we're logging down in there somewhere.
I saw something recently. I don't remember where we were driving, and I saw it now. Then I wasn't there because I didn't drive down there.
Yeah.
Remember we drove down there once, and we drove all the way to the end of the street, past the park. And we had to turn around.
Down the
if you go down the hill, there's this nasty ass steep hill. I used to take Max there when I was trying to get him to fall asleep.
Yeah.
And I'd just drive in circles at the bottom. So there's like a cord up there. Yeah, I'd bring him down the bumpy ass hill and then just drive in circles.
Yeah.
Because when we first moved Max from his crib to a toddler bed, like naps stopped happening.
Right.
So I'd drive him every day to try and get him to fall asleep. And if we were coming back to the house and he wasn't quite asleep yet, I was like, okay, there was what's the name of that road? The one that went to his old daycare.
Rosemount.
That road's dirt. So the rumbling.
Oh, north of it. There,
the other way. Yeah.
The rumbling was great to get him to fall asleep, but if the rumbling didn't work, it's like, okay, down the hill and doing circles.
We looked at a place.
There's a nice house at the end of the street there that we really like.
Yeah, it's a nice area.
The one that has that carriage house.
Near Vassy Road or the other way?
No, going towards,
Going
is it
towards
Vassy or
12?
Vasey?
I don't know. Vassy Road? It's probably Vassy.
I don't know. And it's like Flows or Flaw,
Flows.
I say Flows Road. It's not, though.
Oh.
Apparently it's not.
Well, did you know Tay Township and Tiny Township is named after a mayor's dogs?
Oh,
It's
interesting.
named Tay and Ty. Tay and
Tiny. Huh.
You never know what you'll find.
See, so where we live, our address is Wabashine.
Oh, is it?
Yes. But we don't live anywhere near Wabashine.
Right.
But we pay our taxes to Oron Medonte, but Wabashine is part of Tay Township.
Right, because anything on the other side of Vassy Road is a different township.
So I'm pretty sure we're a collection of 4 or 5 homes that nobody knows where the money's going, and someone's just going.
So if we wanted, the Moonstone School, we couldn't get our kids into that school.
Nope.
We have to go to Victoria Harbor.
Which is why we did the whole boundary exemption and then just going to school with me.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
A total pain in the ass.
And the school you're at is on Arda Road?
Yeah.
No, Big Bay Point. And Young. Arda is over by.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
No.
You're at Big Bay Point and Young.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Besides St.
Totally
Pete's.
different fucking
Yes,
areas.
I know.
Yeah.
Dan knows how to get to one spot in Barrie. And
I see why you're afraid of the geography.
I know where the hamburgers are. I know where to go to get a hamburger and where gas is.
So what school? Oh, no. That's not cool.
No, you already fucking said enough, Doug. Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Where do you work again?
I forgot we were
What's
still
your social security number? How do you get your banking information?
Fuck's sake.
It's okay. You cut that part out.
Yeah, that's weird. So,
sorry, was I not supposed to say that?
No, that's fine.
Oh, well, there's a few schools.
I can be a dependent on you after I get fired. It wouldn't be the first job you got me fucking fired from, would it?
So it's funny if I put my address into something as Moonstone.
Yeah, it doesn't come up.
It'll come up like Oromo
Dante.
That's the city you gotta put it under. Not Moonstone.
No,
Moonstone's the
just a
city per se.
no, it doesn't come up as anything.
No.
Well, at the old house, did we come up as Warminster?
Coldwater.
Coldwater.
Mm-hmm.
Warminster was like the closest city.
Warminster was closer than Coldwater.
Yeah.
But it's a post office thing, apparently.
Right.
Because, again, we don't live anywhere near.
Well, you guys have mailboxes in front of your house.
Yes,
yeah, we have
Well, we
mailboxes.
don't.
Oh, you don't?
No, our
You got a super
mailboxes, yeah, down.
By the park?
No, on the other side.
Oh, okay.
Oh. So
I didn't know that. I didn't realize.
which one?
Why?
Curious? Might go send you some mail. Who knows?
Number 5.
Double D fan mail.
Number 5. Wait, just send it to my address.
Oh, speaking of which,
Yeah.
I've dropped shit in your recycling bin before.
What?
Yes, you did.
I did one time.
And then I saw your tire tracks.
I made a video of me with the Pugsley mask on.
It's not
just
the only thing you
drop it.
threw out where you drove
Yeah,
by.
a couple dead animals.
Is it against the law to do that?
beer cans.
It wasn't a beer can.
I saw beer cans in my
Well, I didn't do a beer
gutter
can.
after you drove by.
That wasn't me. That was the friggin' raccoons that live in your eavesdrops.
MGD cans.
Oh, there it is.
Bottles.
Okay, we got angry mail.
Angry mail.
We got some angry hate mail.
Right
So
on.
this one says, I hope you both burn in hell. I hope your heart explode. All I did was make a little joke and say your mom was gay. You were way out of line finding my mom on Facebook and sending her my browser history. I have to go to military Christian reform school now. Screw you, Double D Podcast. May every bite of food burn your mouth and make you shit your pants.
Nice.
So that guy was pissed off about whatever you did.
Why did you do that?
Well, you or
doxed
I,
them? Is that
or
what it's called?
one of our fans clearly searched the guy down who said your mom was gay and sorted him out.
Our fans look out for us.
They do.
Our fan.
We had
Our
another
only
one.
Fan.
We had another one
Our
too.
sponsor.
You have OnlyFans?
Yes.
We are our only fans.
OnlyFans is our sponsor.
We had another one here too. Says, hey, Double D's. Hope this email finds you avoiding those pesky office paper cuts and navigating the treacherous waters of adulting like a boss. I couldn't help but notice that your inbox is looking a bit too serious lately. I mean, it's practically begging for a sprinkle of humor, like a sad salad asking for more bacon bits. So here I am, your friendly neighborhood comedian, ready to inject a dose of laughter straight into your inbox. Imagine this email as a mini vacation from your mundane, a digital fiesta for your funny bone. Did you hear about the mathematician who's afraid of negative numbers? He'll stop at nothing to avoid them. Jesus Christ.
What'd you look at me for?
Okay. Just saying. Okay. I'll stop before I become the email equivalent of the uncle who tells endless dad jokes at family gatherings. But hey, if you need a laugh or a virtual high five, just hit reply. I'm here to bring joy to your inbox and make your spam folder jealous. Wishing you a day filled with more smiles than typos and fewer autocorrect fails than epic love stories. Keep shining and giggling. Horatio Cornblower, your official inbox entertainer. Thank you, Horatio, for corning your blower at us.
And those emails have been sent to
Double D Segments at gmail.com.
Maybe keep it a little shorter next time.
What?
It's a little long.
Double D Segments?
It is.
No,
It's
the
great.
email was long that the person wrote.
Yeah, what?
I'm saying they should keep it a little shorter. Nobody wants to listen to all that.
Well, no, you don't want to listen to all that. Your attention span is like... unless it's a bunch of like half Mongoloidian pretty people talking about like, you know, I like Derek, but he said something to me the other day that really like triggered my sensitive side, and he was talking about his grandmother in the past tense even though she was still alive, and I don't know if I want to go on another date with him now because I feel like his sensitivity is like not matching up to my horoscopical beliefs and crystals and stuff.
They all sound like a gay Mexican.
Yes.
That's what I was going for, because like she's like, well, it's just the show. I'm just watching. It's like I watch it while I'm doing something else. I'm like, you're listening to the garbage of humanity.
To you, they are.
They are.
Why are they?
Because they represent this idea of just being so petty and shitty and.
Yeah, but you don't know what you're talking about, actually. Because how are they being petty and shitty if you've never even seen it? They're on.
I've heard you watch it.
They're on a dating show looking for love.
Oh,
now this is funny. I'm watching it because it's mindless and I can just watch it and it's entertaining. You seem to have a problem with that, but a lot of the shows that you watch are mindless and entertaining for you.
Yeah, but they're not trying to play off like they're real. They're sitcom. They're not shows that are real. That are.
Does that not make it even more like interesting that this is real people?
No, because there's people in the world who can't make that distinction, and it's damaging to their frail.
That's
psyche.
them. Then that's their fucking problem.
Yeah, it is.
Not the people on the show.
No, they're just actors who are bought into this bullshit ideal.
What show is this?
He's talking about
All
Love
of
is
them.
Blind.
Love is Blind.
And that's not the only one.
That's not the one where they're autistic.
No, that's Love on the Spectrum.
Oh, Love on the Spectrum.
Love on the Spectrum, at least they're
And
not
that's-
I
completely.
heard some people talking about that one.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't have a problem with. It's these
Why?
other shows.
They're
Is that
still just
actors?
going out there for getting attention just like anybody else is.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that genre of television. I
Sure,
would
then
never
that's
watch
So
fine.
you don't like Survivor?
I like
He likes when
I
it's
like
a
the
game.
competition shows, like Survival Alaska. I enjoyed.
Okay, so you don't like The Bachelor?
No, I don't watch that.
I've never
shit.
seen
I
that.
can't. I'll watch Hell's Kitchen. That's the only one I'll like. And even I acknowledge Hell's Kitchen's a bunch of bullshit.
Okay,
But
I'm not
it's still
saying that
fun.
Love is Blind, isn't it? Exactly. It's still entertaining.
Yeah, but
Just for
here's the
you, it's
thing.
not.
It's the sheer amount of ingestion I can't comprehend.
So Love is Blind is what? Just people blind dating?
Essentially, and then deciding if they want to be together at the end of it.
After their date, they decide if they want.
So
to
they
go
go
on a
for
date
2
together.
weeks and they date multiple people without seeing them. They don't go on blind dates, so they're literally
They
dating
date
them.
multiple people without seeing them.
Yes, so you have a group of guys and a group of girls,
Right.
and then they get random dates set up, and you literally can't see them
So it's basically the dates are just them sitting there at a table talking.
talking.
They can't see.
They can't see each other. And then as like the time progresses, you kind of form
Trying to
connections with certain people.
Right.
And then once your time is up there, you need to decide if you want to progress in the real world and who you want to be with. So
if you want to go on a real date with them.
well, it's a little more intense than that. It's then they go to a vacation for 2 weeks. No, a vacation
like in
for a
real life.
week. And then they bring them back to, because they're all from the same area. Like this time they're from, I think, South Carolina.
Right.
So they all live within the same area.
So after they do this blind
yeah,
chat and they get to know it, then they pick
they pick who they want to.
go on this 2-week
Right.
thing with.
Right. So then they go on the vacation and they finally get to meet.
And then they come back.
And then
say
they
it was
come back to
great
the
or it was
real
horrible.
world. And they come back and then they have to live together for 3 weeks. And
Oh.
then and live together for 3 weeks.
Even if that vacation was shitty.
Right. And then they have to decide at the end
God.
if they would want to get married or not.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's I'm not saying it's like
when she's watching
brilliant television. It's not Game of Thrones, but like
the best scenario is they go away on this vacation and just hate each other. Now they got to live with each other.
yes,
for the next
and it's drama, of course.
It's
They
drama.
fight, they argue, they don't know each other really.
Well, the
It's
little things, they don't get
entertainment.
married.
It's not meant to be anything more than that.
honestly, to me, you see, this is the thing. You watch something like Gone Girl, see the toxicity of it, and realize it's bad. But you watch this shit, and you
these
don't
people
see
fucked up. I'm
you
not
don't
saying
see how
It's nice
It's
watching other
just-
people fucked up.
it is, right?
if it was them getting hurt or something
Oh.
bad happening to them, absolutely.
Hurt.
Yeah,
What?
Schadenfreude.
What?
My favorite word that has no English translation. It's a German word. Schadenfreude is the act of taking enjoyment in someone else's misfortune. If you watch a video of someone getting hurt and go, Schadenfreude.
Okay, well, you're going to Tom Segura. When's that coming up?
Oh,
We're going to Bert Kreischer.
We're going to
on Friday.
Kreischer first. That's my birthday present.
That's at the ACC.
That's
My-
Friday, yeah.
For my birthday, we're going to go see one of her favorite comedians.
Aren't
And
you
then-
fucking lucky?
My Christmas present is we're going to go see another one of her favorite comedians, which is great.
And then I'm going with my
Who
dad
is
to
what?
see another
Tom
one.
Segura.
Yeah.
Tom Segura.
So she's taking you to see Kreischer and Segura.
I know, it's pretty awesome.
She fucking loves you.
She does. She loves me so much.
be
She's
lucky.
taking me to see her favorite comedians for my
Kreischer's gonna
birthday.
be.
and Christmas.
I'm sorry.
He's gonna
Who would
crush
you
it.
like to go see?
Dave Chappelle.
Do you have $2,000 for one ticket to go see Chappelle?
to
Because
go-
those fuckers that want all this money,
To go by myself.
yeah, it's like going to see Taylor Swift and you got to
Babe,
pay
I'm
$3,000 a
joking.
ticket.
It's
Why
a
would you
joke.
want to go see Taylor Swift, man?
No, I'm just.
Because I think if her and I sat down and talked, maybe in a Love Is Blind
So this-
situation,
So anyways,
I feel like we'd really connect, and
So listen-
she'd write a song about me.
Tom Segura
Mhm.
loves. You listen to some of his podcasts
Oh, yeah.
with his wife.
Yeah.
And I don't bicker.
What's it called? His mom's mom's house or
Oh yes, yes. Something like that.
anyways, they they love watching videos of people getting hurt.
Hurt, yeah.
Yeah.
He laughs his ass off.
That's one of my favorite things. When we used to be someplace and people were sitting around and
It's
weren't
a
really
big
doing
number.
anything, I'd throw a fail video on.
Yeah.
And everyone would be laughing and having a good time. And then Nat would come in the room like, what is this shit? Why'd you put this on? And I'm like, because everyone's enjoying themselves, watching other people get hurt.
That's never
Yeah.
happened.
That used to happen
That
all the
scenario
time.
has never happened.
Happened many
I
times.
watch those videos all the time.
You know what? I watch those videos, but I don't think it's. I mean, I laugh a little bit, but
Oh,
It depends on
I-
the circumstance.
when I
done
watch
too many things to
skateboarders get
myself.
hurt, the worse the injury, the better to me.
no, you know. But I've been through some of those injuries. So.
I want that stuff to happen to people I know.
That's why I love this movie.
Not some stranger I don't give a
She's
fuck
like,
about.
I don't want to watch strangers get hurt. I want to watch people I know get hurt.
I'm not saying my friends. I'm just people I know.
But
Yeah, certain people, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a few people. But,
I think we all do. Oh boy, but yeah, I love those shows secretly. I watch them on my own, but she's not around. I don't want her to know.
which ones?
Love is Blind.
Oh,
Yeah. You know what? And I'll admit this to you. Years ago,
well, see, I don't have any like cable TV or anything, so I don't.
but no, like,
With Netflix, we don't either.
back in like
It's on
2004,
Netflix.
there was a reality show called Paradise Island that I watched. This was again
2004?
2003, maybe 2003.
Paradise
2004.
Island.
It was called Paradise Island, and it was about a whole bunch of people, and they're on this island, and they would have to choose like people they would bunk with, right? Like, everyone would pick someone that they would spend the night with in a room, and the person who didn't get picked would get voted out.
Okay.
Right? And then they would bring two people into the studio and they would get kind of interviewed by the people on the island and decide which person they wanted to bring. And then that person would get integrated into the group. They'd spend a bunch of time together. They'd be doing shit, challenges, whatever. And then every night there would be a selection process and people would pick who they would want in their room. And eventually people could start choosing which room they wanted to kind of bust into so the other person would have to leave.
So they would form alliances.
They would form alliances. And I remember watching it. I was living at my nonna's house. There was no Netflix. There was only shitty cable TV. And every time I watched it, she'd come into the room drunk off her ass and be like, "What do you watch, huh? Junk? Watch a junk?" She's got the giant mason jar mug full of wine. Just she'd sit there.
Moonshine.
Oh yeah, her wine was like moonshine. And she'd sit there watching it, half falling asleep. Just she did this thing with her mouth, which was totally loaded. And yeah, it was great living there. That show was my only reprieve, and it was the only reality show of that caliber that I kind of enjoyed because I was young and I don't know. It was early. It was before the full establishment. Like The Bachelor, one season had come out, and then everyone was trying to recreate it. Right? Like, did you ever see Joe Millionaire?
No.
That never caught on. But it was them taking a guy who was blue collar, pretending he was a millionaire, and creating a Bachelor-like show where he had to pretend to be from money, even though he was like a construction worker.
Oh.
Yeah, so there were all these shows back in the day. I watched some of them, but I watched them.
And now you can't.
I can't handle it nowadays because I look at the people. I couldn't spend a minute with these fucking people. The way they talk, the way they view the world, the way they view relationships, their priorities, they make me fucking nuts. So much so that I can't even enjoy the silliness of it. It just makes me angry. And I wish I could enjoy it the way you do. I just can't. It makes me want to punch my fucking head.
I could understand if you had that point of view, if you sat and watched the entire season of the show.
I would
and got
kill
to know
myself.
these people. Yeah, see, because you can't have
there are not enough
an
windows
informed
in the world
opinion
for me to
because
throw myself
okay.
out. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. So you're telling me if I watched an entire season of one of these shows, I would enjoy it?
I didn't say you would enjoy it, but at least you could actually form an opinion about it without.
I've heard you watch so much of it.
You haven't heard anything. You
that
don't pay
one-
attention to anything.
There was the one that I actually kind of enjoyed where it was about them. They had to stay in the show, and the more people stayed, they would split the money at the end.
That was a competition show. That's not a dating show.
That one I didn't mind. It's the dating shows that drive me crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all I'm going to say. The dating shows drive me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry if that bothers anybody. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. Fuck you. Let it bother you.
Do you have Netflix?
Yeah. Well, Doug, you should totally try one. Just make sure all your weapons are unloaded and locked up where you can't quickly get to them. or any blunt objects for you to beat your head into just unconsciousness, because it's easier than finding the remote.
The reality shows that I've watched. Have you ever seen Alone?
I've never watched it like followed it,
Love
but
it.
I've seen
I've watched
episodes
that.
here and there, and I love the idea.
Love it. They take whatever 10, 20 people and they just drop them off in these remote areas. You know, they're all within a certain distance of each other, but they
Could you
can't
do it?
cross. Huh?
Could you do it?
Doug,
I'd do it. I
Yeah.
don't know if I'd win, but because the object of the game, it's a game, is you got whoever stays the longest. Right?
Okay.
And they drop them off just before winter time, and they only got a certain amount of time to get shelter and get food and get
No
everything
supplies?
ready. So you're allowed to bring 10 things or something with you, and that's about it, right?
Are they doing their own camera work?
They're doing all their own camera work.
So it's like less stress.
So every once in a while, they have to go back. They put
Set up.
their the film and stuff in this area, and they pick up fresh batteries and leave, and then the crew will come in. And then after it gets to pass a couple of months, whoever's left, and
months.
yeah, people stay there. But what's the longest?
Well, the Survivor show
Over a couple of hundred and something days or something.
Do they tell you when other people have left?
No, you don't know. You don't talk to anybody. You don't see anybody. So part of the game is your own mind.
Oh wow!
Right, and then and they dropped off in some pretty remote areas,
like Alaskans. They do it.
Yeah, well, Vancouver Island, like up
okay.
on the north side, where it's just like a rainforest. You can't get any fire going because everything's wet. So unless you know, and there's bears, and they did it in Newfoundland and Labrador. There's polar bears. They've been all over the place. Great Slave Lake and everything. They did one in Mongolia and one in Patagonia.
Oh wow!
But yeah, you don't know. You don't know.
Interesting.
Some people get sick because they eat the wrong thing.
Oh,
Yeah, that'll happen.
You know, or they fall in the water and they're freezing and just can't take it anymore.
Do they win money? Is there money at the end of it?
$500 grand
for the person who lasts the longest.
Yes,
Huh.
and what they do is so after you're past a certain amount of months, whatever, they'll do these checkups on you, right?
Oh,
They come in
okay.
and do medical checkup and everything. Some people have been pulled out because they were starving to death and stuff like that, right?
Shit.
This one guy had all this fish dried and everything, but he wasn't eating it. He was saving it, and they pulled him out because he was starving to death. He didn't eat the fish. He was holding it for a special day.
Why the hell wouldn't they say,
Crazy though,
okay,
right?
buddy, get back in there
Because it was
and
too
eat the
late.
fish?
It was too late.
Oh,
Yeah.
He was in severe body was
Yeah.
breaking down.
Wow.
There's one guy killed a moose,
Oh.
and he was eating the moose, and he was like, I'm going to win this thing. And they come and like, you're starving to death. I'm starving to death. I got all this moose. Moose is just lean meat.
Yeah.
No fat in
No
it.
fat. That's what I say. If you were eating nothing but rabbits, you would die.
So he had to go back and get the brains and start eating, try to forget fat and everything. But
God damn.
those are the reality shows I watch.
Yeah, I like that.
And see, I watched the one where they dump like 12 guys on an island, and then eventually they started doing 12 guys on one, 12 girls on another.
So Bear Grylls.
The Bear Grylls.
Yeah.
I watched those ones too.
I watched a bunch of that.
They were trying to the one with all the women.
Yeah, they were
little
making
piglets.
making pets out of the piglets
Yeah.
before they ate them.
And then they were starving to death. They're like, we're gonna have to kill Benji.
And they did.
They eventually did because they were starving to death.
But yeah, like those shows, I enjoyed those.
Yeah.
And Nat and I watched
I liked that one.
Survival Alaska, which they only did 2 seasons that I know of. And the first season was great, but it didn't have quite the entertainment value of the second one. The first one was just like 8 guys that were all survivors, and they had to try and get from one point to another in Alaska to get extracted to go to the next point.
Yeah,
And then in the second season, they divided them into teams.
right.
So there were mountain men.
The ghost.
Hey, it's the ghost.
How are you?
Good, thanks you.
And there
We
was-
got quizzed.
Yeah.
I won.
Doug won. Doug is smarter
I'm
than
the
me.
smartest double
in
D.
grade school. That or he pours weaker shots than I do.
I was filling them up to the.
Oh yeah. Let's do
Would you
it.
like a shot of cinnamon whiskey?
I like have a sip of it.
Yeah, you can have a sip. But yeah, the second season was really good, and then they never did any more. But the one guy,
He broke out and got a bunch
he
of
broke
shows.
out and got like 7 spin-offs. He's a homestead guy. You'd probably know. I can't think of his name. Yeah, that's the good stuff.
Wolfhead.
He's always wearing a cowboy hat. He's got like 4 or 5 kids, and they all help him with the
He
homestead
doesn't
stuff.
have that many.
He has the daughter and the son, and I think that those are the ones that
That's 2.
are involved.
Not 4 or 5
I think
kids.
he has other kids though, but those 2 are involved with it.
Who? They do what?
I can't remember his name. If you looked up
Rainy.
Okay.
Rainey,
Is that his name?
yeah, something Rainey.
Homestead.
We like
Homestead
him.
Rescue.
Rainey. Yeah, he does that.
Yeah. Yeah, so he had his own property up north, right? And his house burnt down, and they built
Randy
another one
Range.
up on the mountain.
Not
Marty
Canada.
Rain.
No, Alaska or something.
Oh yeah, Alaska. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, he has a son. He has a son and a daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he
Well,
was
he
on
has,
the
he has
first
more
season.
than that, but
He was on the first season of this show. And
Oh,
that's,
was it?
that's the first thing I ever saw him in.
Yeah.
And then he was in the second season. He came back. A few of the guys did.
Who did he? He wasn't on his own though.
No, he was one of the.
He got pulled.
He wasn't one of the mountain men.
Big
He was something else.
mustache.
No, mountain
Yeah.
guys got pulled.
wears a shirt on.
He was in it the whole way.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. But it came down to the endurance of the military guys, and the one military guy got injured.
Right.
He was on the show. What was the show called?
The
Across
show?
Alaska.
It's called Survival Alaska.
Survival Alaska.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
It was one of the. Yeah.
Because I seen him. We watched a bunch of episodes. It's called Homestead.
Yeah.
Homestead Rescue.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
that. The daughter's involved in that. Yeah. They all are. Yeah.
The one son, the son with the big beard. And
Yes.
and the daughter.
The daughter.
Yeah, I think his son was actually in the second season. He was
Oh, is
part
that
of
who
his
he did
team.
it?
I
Oh.
think it was part of
It was
his
in
team.
twos. They were in twos, weren't they?
They were in teams of 3 or 4.
Oh.
No, 3, because there were 3 military guys.
And then one of the military guys is an actor.
One of the military guys wasn't an actor. He was actually a military guy, but he played himself in Generation Kill,
Right.
which was a really good military show that came out back in the day. And it was about a Humvee colony. And a reporter was riding with them, and he ended up writing a book about his time with this Humvee group. And then they made a show about it, and this one member of the group played himself in the show.
And was one of the Survivor.
And he was then on the Survival Alaska show, but he fell out of a tree and busted his leg, and then they had to extract him out. And the military guys only had 2
And the
members
Fortune
left.
Fire guy is from there. Wasn't the Fortune Fire guy on the show?
I think so. The guy that took over hosting Fortune Fire, the military guy,
Did you watch
after
Fortune?
Will
I've
left.
seen a few of them, but
Yeah, Will left, and then they brought in another guy, and he was one of the military guys in the show.
Keel. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm
Well,
just gonna pretend.
to just sip it.
Cheers.
It's episode 25. Celebration.
It's like apple pie.
It does.
Oh, it does taste like apple.
So this is
Oh, that is nice.
It is
This
nice.
is,
Got a nice bite to it.
craft distillery Wolfhead from Amherstburg, Ontario.
Where's that?
Somewhere in Ontario.
Did you get it from there, or did you go to the LCBO?
The liquor store. Amherstburg, Ontario.
It's not part of my geography.
That's all right. Your geography is extensive.
Unleash your inner wolf with every taste. Stay wild.
Mm,
Watch your
good
ass.
slogan. They could be our sponsor.
It's interesting.
Of course, I feel like I'm going to get an email from one of these Netflix dating shows.
Probably.
Be like, hey, loved your bit. Would you like to come on the show as one of the people that does really poorly? Is it the
What?
frogs?
The coyotes are going? Really? Awesome.
It does taste like apple pie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah.
Already? Well,
Well, we are at the 149 mark and
That's my bedtime.
way past. I'd say that's about the time to wrap
So-
this up.
just to like recap, I won.
You
Yes,
did.
Doug won. Good work to Doug.
He's smarter than a 5th grader.
He is smarter than
Not
Mr.
by much. Not by much. Good thing we didn't have any 6th grade questions.
No. If we'd gotten to 7th grade, then I could have really started pulling ahead, but that's okay.
Doug
I
won.
can't think of anyone I'd rather lose to.
Yeah, of course. No, thank you for joining us.
Yeah. We may have to...
One day the ghost, the voice ghost,
I
will
can't remember.
join
What
us.
is that noise? It sounds like a ghost.
Her house is haunted.
It's like the TV was on, but not loud enough, and it was sounded like a ghost.
Perhaps we'll have to do a one that's not geared more towards educational stuff, but more film questions.
More morale.
Oh, the morality ones I like. Yeah.
Like the Jenner.
Like the Jenner.
That was fucking funny.
That's a good clip.
That was
So, after you lost your job due to the Jenner joke, how you feeling? Pretty fucking good, let me tell you.
All right.
Well,
night.
until next time,
Let you play with the wolves outside.
and may
Were
you
those
move
wolves
north.
in that picture? Or coyotes?
What picture?
Picture you posted. Dan said he saw 7 for some reason.
Oh, coyotes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you know why. It's
Yes, I did.
yeah,
Oh.
There was only 2.
the 7 wolves or gorilla question.
What?
One of our greatest fans right here, ladies and
So
gentlemen.
the question was, would you rather
Um,
fight 7 wolves or 1 gorilla?
One gorilla.
Why?
I don't know. 1-on-1?
You think you could take a gorilla?
No, I'd probably die. It'd be like,
But one punch and you're done.
yeah,
Instead of being ripped
The-
torn in pieces.
by 7.
That's what Chris said. They eat you from your asshole out.
Ooh, lovely.
You know,
It's like,
and,
yeah, but they don't all come at you at once. They try to surround you and take nips at you. That's when you kill the alpha and lead the pack. But a gorilla will just knock you out, fucking
The alpha.
keep you in the corner,
The
and
alpha's going to send the weak.
I could take out an omega. Take it out, wear its head as a hat, scare the other ones away. Liam Neeson, the freaking alpha.
That's what you're referencing as the
That's
gray.
right. He took him on, right?
He did.
He did.
They killed the omega together. They had the shotgun shells on the sticks, and then fucking Nomas, whatever his name is, Frank Gorillo, stabbed the shit out of it with a knife, cut its head off, and threw it back to the wolves. And then everyone died one by one until it was just him left, and he wandered into the fucking den of all the wolves. And the alpha came to challenge him, and he taped the knife to one hand and a bunch of broken bottles to the other.
And then it ends.
And then it ends. And the post-credit scene is his head laying on the wolf as it takes its last breath.
Mm.
They killed each other. They don't show it, which is... I mean, do we really need to see
They
it?
killed each other.
They killed each other. They fought to the death, and they both died.
Maybe he was just having a nap after that big fight.
Yeah, it could have been. Maybe they were tired.
That you could take that away from it if you wanted, or you could take from it that the alphas of both sides died in combat. He was the alpha from his group. It was the alpha from the other, and they killed each other. Although some people, or I saw something online that the entire movie just takes place in his head, and that the flashes he saw of his wife being sick and having some illness, which is presumed to be cancer, is actually him dying of cancer, and that all the friends of his that die are all the versions of himself that slowly die away. The wolves are the cancer.
It's funny how people take they'll take a movie and then just totally change
The whole concept or
Yeah.
whatever they want.
But if you watch it under that concept that it's a guy who's thinking about killing himself because of his situation, which is being
yeah, but that's just somebody's perspective.
Yeah,
That's not
and-
what the writer or the director
not
intended.
necessarily. No, but you know what? The best directors say, "Here's what I'm going to show you. You fill in the rest."
Mm.
And sometimes the stuff that they fill in, like Quentin Tarantino, when he did the whole suit, the briefcase with the light coming out of it. people had all these theories about it. Some of them make a little more sense than others.
Mhm.
But he basically said, here's something, fill it in. Make it your story, and it's yours, and it's great. That's not to say every time I watch The Grey now, I think, oh, he's dying of cancer, and the wolves are the cancer trying to eat his ass. No. But it's interesting that somebody had that idea. Like in Mad Max Fury Road, somebody had the theory that Tom Hardy's Max is the feral child from The Road Warrior, grown up. And that he calls himself Max because his idol was the Road Warrior, Max. He takes on his name at the end of the movie. But that's, again, it's a fan theory. And somebody said it to Frank Miller, and Frank Miller's like, that's not what I was going for at all, but I love that.
You know what else is a fan theory? The Death Star. When it flew up, what are you doing? Laughing at
The Death Star blew up, and they found the pieces, and they glued them back together to make the new one.
Here's the Death Star. It blows up, but only pieces come off it. But there's this like
See, it didn't blow.
skeleton part still floating around.
It didn't blow into chunks. It just cracked open like an egg, and they just went, let's just put these back together.
They rebuilt it.
They rebuilt it.
That's Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars. Yeah.
But that's not what happened.
No.
I debunked myself.
It's okay. It was an interesting argument. And really,
Didn't you tell me that you had that conversation with a kid at school?
yeah, because we were having the Star Wars conversation. I had the conversation with Doug, and I'm like, I'd never heard that theory before. I'm like, Doug, I've never heard anyone say that. And I know a lot of Star Wars nerds, but none of them have ever said that the new Death Star was built from pieces of the old one. Because the old Death Star was this big, and the new Death Star was like this big. It was a bigger station. And he's like, yeah, but it was all shitty looking and not finished because it was all pieces put back together. I was like, no, they were rushing to get it built. And the second time around, it's easier to do something than the first time. But then the guy I was talking to said, oh, well, you know, there's a game or there's stuff in the canon where there's bits of the station that crashed on planets, and they were collecting the pieces and using them for stuff, not necessarily to build the new Death Star, but like in any battle. If there's a ship that sinks, they salvage the parts if they can.
Yeah. So I was right. The ghost is giggling.
Good night.
If the ghost giggles, I know I've won.
That's the cue.
That's the cue.
Gotta go to bed.
All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, move north.
Buy a truck.
Get somebody pregnant. Hit the button, Doug.
Oh, this might take a while.
Your mouse is broken. Use the knife.
Are these ladybugs pooping?
They're
Only
pooping.
on you. They save all their poop for you.
Ladybugs poop.
I don't know. That wasn't there before.
Oh, shit.
What is that?